All right, this last news story comes to us from Brendan Hess over at GameSpot. Avowed Steelbook Premium Edition is up for pre-order. Comes with 5-day early access. I don't need to go too much into this. This isn't an article.
You don't have to read the whole. I can tell you right now. We could just talk about it right here. This sucks. Stop doing this.
Okay, yeah. Let me get some context though. So what do we want to stop doing? We'll give the context. 2024 was stacked with awesome RPGs of all flavors, and 2025 looks to be starting out strong with Avowed, which launches on Xbox Series X and S, PC, and Game Pass on February 18th. This first-person fantasy RPG comes from Obsidian, the legendary developer behind its hits like Fallout New Vegas, Outer Worlds, Pentiment, and more. While there are a few more months left until this game arrives, pre-orders are now available for multiple editions of Avowed, some of which even grant you early access to the game along with a bunch of bonus content, though physical collectors may find the options to be a bit lacking. While multiple editions of Avowed come with exclusive content, the only true pre-order bonus available for the game is a 5-day early access to the full game when you purchase the digital premium or Steelbook premium editions before launch. The Avowed early access period begins on February 13th. So let me break that down real quick. So there's the standard version, right? Okay. And it's probably going to be, it doesn't say here, but it's probably going to be like $70, right? Typically, that's how it works. Yeah, digital standard edition. Yep. And then
no disc.
No disc. $70 digital standard edition. It doesn't even mention a disc version. I think everything it's only digital. This game is an only digital game. So digital standard edition, $70. Okay, yeah, all games are $70 now. That's whatever. But then there's digital premium, which and the Steelbook premium, it says physical, but it's not. You get a Steelbook and then it just has a code inside. So, and it's $95. So basically the digital premium and Steelbook premium are exactly the same. You're just paying $5 for a physical case with nothing in it. Here's the deal though. Here's what really grinds my gears, you know? That's $20 or $25 if you're buying the Steelbook Premium Edition. $25 for you to get 5-day early access. I'm seeing here there's a couple more things. You can get a letter from the developer.
Nice, but still not
worth $25.
Right.
An illustrated map of the living lands. Okay, you get a cheap poster.
Oh, I was gonna say, is it an actual like good quality map? Doesn't sound like it.
No. This is only with the Steelbook edition, obviously. So if you just buy digital premium, $90, all you get is the 5-day early access and probably the digital art book and digital soundtrack, which is like, okay, that's insane. But so the Steelbook edition is $95 and you get digital art book, digital soundtrack, a cheap poster of the map, and then you do get, it says premium companion cosmetics. But most of the time those things you use it for like 5 minutes and then it's like, oh, you find something that's better in the game. Right. For that. So here's what we want to talk about. This is something that needs to stop in gaming, is charging people $25 to play your game 5 days early. This is what
it makes no sense.
It took a while for us to get there, but it's because I wanted to really set it up. I really wanted to give you guys the full picture. So that way it's not just us complaining for 20 minutes, because it could have been that. Instead, I wanted to lay it all out that people are actually probably, most likely, unfortunately, I don't know what drives people to do this. They're going to spend $90 or $95 just to play this game a few days early. It's not like it's not a multiplayer game. Right? So it's not like you're leveling up for PvP or anything. There's no,
right.
Like, it's just I don't know. It just seems insane. Like, you can't wait 5 days. You can't wait a week. You can't wait a week to play this game.
It's that FOMO, dude. Like, it's a killer.
So bad. Like, you'll spend $25 just to play it 5 days early.
So many people are so scared of like not. And the crazy part about it though, Garrett, is it's a single player game. Like, you don't get advantage of playing these kinds of games early, right? Like a multiplayer one. Oh, I can kind of learn the maps before everybody else gets on. I can learn, get the high ground or all that, whatever. I get to practice movement, or I get to practice my technique before people actually start getting on and getting good. This is a single player game where we're all going to be doing the same thing. Why do you have to have extra time and do the same thing I'm going to do? There's no advantage there. I mean, I guess if you want to play it early, but also you could have took that $25 that you were going to spend. You could have bought a pizza. You could have bought some Mountain Dew. You could have had them ready to go by your side when the game comes out. You know what I mean? Have a complete deluxe little gamer package area. It's not worth it. No. And I wish companies would stop doing this. I was telling you before the show, I said, I wish that companies, instead of doing this, if they knew that they were withholding a game for 5 days so that people can play it early, why not just be cool actually and tell people, you know what? We know we had this release date, but it's been finished for a little bit. We're going to go ahead and push it up. Now it's coming out 5 days early. Internet's going to go nuts. It's going to be all over social media about, dude, these guys, they said they were coming out next week, but they're coming out today. You know what I mean? That would have ripped. Social media would have caught on fire, and then people who don't even really know or like weren't even interested in whatever this was, not just Avowed, but like games that do this, they get that boost of like, oh, people are really stoked about whatever this is coming earlier than they thought. There must be something to it if people are this excited to get it early, right? So I don't know.
Yeah,
it's scummy. I don't like it, and I wish it would stop. It doesn't really, I'm sure it serves their wallet a purpose, but like not in the goodwill sense to your audience. So
no, it makes them a bunch of money, and ultimately it's just like, I don't know. You put it perfectly. It's scummy because it's like, all right, the game's done. Like you're literally holding it for longer just to be able to make this extra money. And Microsoft isn't the only studio that people who are doing this. Like so many games do it. Almost every game does it now. I feel like so many of them do. Like, I mean, even Space Marine, Warhammer Space Marine 2. And I'll admit, I bought the higher version, but not to play it early. I bought it because it came with a season pass and I got a discount. I had a discount code. So I actually got it for like the same price as a standard game. So for me, in the end, is like, but that also allowed you to play 5 days early. I only bought it the day before, so I only got it for 1 day early, I guess, if you can even count it that, because I didn't even have time to play it. But yeah, so it's like, why? I just hate it. I hate that that's the state we live in, where it's like, oh, we're gonna intentionally just hold back the game because we know we can make an extra buck here. But that's the argument with a lot of DLC these days is when people are like selling skins and stuff later, or they're selling like missions, or I don't know, whatever. Like so much DLC is like, oh, wait a second, this is stuff like this could have been stuff that was just in the game, but you deliberately held it to make extra money.
Right.
I don't know. If it's something that comes out like a few months later or like a year later, like at that point it's like, okay, obviously this was still in development, so okay, I can forgive that make sense. But there's some games where it's like the game comes out and within like a month it's like, here's some new DLC or something. It's like, wait a second.
What about the main game? Did we finish that? What?
That's when it's
where
like,
are we going with
on.
this?
Hold up, that was awfully quick turnaround for DLC.
Right.
This obviously was in the can for a little bit here. Wild, absolutely wild. So that's all. Just a PSA. Don't spend $90 on Avowed Premium Edition.
Or any game that makes you allows you to play it early. Just wait. Just wait. You'll be fine.
You can save
There's always something else to play.
Save the $25 and like Adrian said, go buy yourself a pizza and a Mountain Dew and just
sit on down and enjoy yourself.
Have a good night. Have a fun Friday night. Sounds good to me. Thank you so much for watching that clip from our podcast. Remember, if you want to watch the whole episode, the full episode, link will be in the description below. You can click on that and check it out. We got listener questions. We got more news segments. We got what you playing. We got a lot of fun things. So yeah, more than just the news. There's a lot more to the show that you should go check out. So remember, click that link in the description. Check out that full episode.